Can you hear me now? Hello. Yeah, okay. Sounds working. Yeah, I don't know what settings happened here. I think like the settings in like the software I use weren't selected correctly. So sorry for that. I've been blabbering for the last 5 minutes. Hey Gaston, how are you? Hi Jared. Hi Eric. Hi Pirate. Hello everybody. We got 26 people in here. Okay. So what kind of day we are having today? Exact same repeat, huh? Like yesterday? Same kind of breakout. Are people long or short in the room? So I can fade you this time and make money. Yeah, like I've had a good day. Like yesterday, I went short of the open evening, and like I went full margin kind of for my combine. So it like took about 8-9 points from there. So pretty happy with that. And then just scalped entire day until my last trade that I posted with tight stops, except there were no stops. I'm getting killed on that. But the size is small, right? I'm playing micros. I'm just like adding. So I'm just like of the opinion if we can get if this breakout can continue today again, like yesterday. We'll see. I'm just like I don't know. It's the same playbook like yesterday. The higher it goes, the more we think like it can't go higher, and the higher it goes more. I don't know, like it's like what we say, like the natural behavior right now for most traders and everybody, like any dip just has to be bought. Everybody wants to buy it. 50 day, 20 day, whatever it is. It's just natural instinct right now to buy it. I don't know if we can continue higher. This will be like an amazing trap. Like if this thing turns around and goes below VWAP for the day. Wow. But that ain't happening right now. Are people trapped here? Or like anybody in the room? Stuck short? The thing is, if I'm just looking at the weekly profile here, and it's not a bad place to short. We're kind of at the value area high on the week. It's like 5 points higher, 44.70. And the obvious place for Nasdaq to go would be the close yesterday. That would be 15,500. If they make one last push higher or just like turn from here. I'm short with puts expiring end of the month. Like options up, I haven't traded them properly ever, so I don't know how that thing works. Like planning exits and stuff like that. I'm over down like almost $400 on this trade. Let's see how this goes. Open short at 44.65. Yeah, I mean that's not a bad place to open the short. Especially we do have a line in sand, right? 44.83. That's still the high intact for the week. So as long as that holds, like shorts should be fine. They will be okay to like have another go at the weekly lows. If yes, I add long. Yeah, Gaston, you should add, man. I'm short. Jingle, are you positive all the time? I don't know, man. Like, I wouldn't say so. I'm positive all the time. It's not a good attitude to have as a trader. Like, if you have every position and you think it's gonna work out positively, you get screwed. That's what I do. So maybe it is that I'm positive. Could be. Like I made my money, right, and the market has gone up, but my position is not that bad. Like I'm short from the Weave app. How you down 400 on the minis? Man, I got 10 of them. When you have 10 of them, it's almost an ES, right? Oh god. Can you tell us the story between you and Subang? Oh god, Gaston, like every BS tweet that I do doesn't mean anything, man. It's just like instinctive tweeting. What did I miss? Where are you short from, Dexio? I am short from the VWAP 56. I'm a pretty good support right now. What does Momo mean? Momentum. So the title of this episode, why I did that is like, so yesterday what happened, right? We went to the 50-day, and then after the breakout, like momentum players came in, we broke out. Like the breakout wasn't pretty good, right? It like we chopped around a lot. Like it wasn't like a clean trend day. Like some big buyer sitting at the open and like, okay, pushing prices up. Wasn't like that. So everybody piled in yesterday. Like from the breakout when that happened, everybody joined. Like shorts covered, like momentum player spot, and you got your squeeze, whatever you call gamma squeeze. And it was a brutal open. So yesterday I shorted 66. It was the VWAP on the week. I was like, if we are to continue down this week, then it'll be a good spot to add to short. So, I mean, I got out almost like without any harm yesterday. But then at GrowPex, I was like, man, I'm shorting this. You have nuts again. Yeah, man, I'm fine. Like I was like I don't know, 5 contracts short last night. So 5 calls coming in. Oh god, are they gonna do it again? I don't know. Like for once, can we have this 50-day not bounce and actually screw a lot of the traders like this momentum gang? Can we actually trap these guys for once, 52 to 64, and then just like go through the lows today? Like that will be awesome. I would love that. Like we're nowhere close to that, but things change pretty fast. Like what happened today this morning is the same thing. It'll happen like if we were to reverse and go back below 50. Like all the weakest hands just get out. That's not happening. We have this volume area right here below 60. So 57 to 60. That's support right now. Until that's lost. Yeah. Bulls in control. That's what the price would say. If we're just looking at the structure, the weekly profile, it's not a bad place to short here. Let's see if bears come in and take this chance to take this through the weekly lows. Like last week we closed at 52 something, 52. We were about like 10 handles higher. So you go through that, and we have the weekly lows right there, 44, 22, 25 as a first target. Second would be 4400 if it were to happen. I don't know, like many people on Twitter like have been going through like some like everybody's calling for 4500. I don't feel it. Like, it's intuition, right? I don't know what's happening. I get on the wrong side of the trade a lot of the time, but this time I just don't feel it. Like last night I just went short. I was like, okay, if we do get above the RTH high yesterday and stalled there for like 30 minutes or above, I would get out because I was trading pretty big size for my small account trading, and that didn't happen. But I don't know, I scaled out too soon. Maybe got like 8 to 10 points collectively. Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah. 61. It's strange NQ is not trying to go to yesterday's settlement. It's turning around. Let's see what happens. Anyone following Frog? Yeah, I do see his tweets time to time. He's a good trader. I'm down like 400 still. I don't know if I should just close this trade. Gonna stab me again. Probably. Did you see my tweet at 37 lol? Yeah, I did check it out. You went long, right? Alpiton, do you trade for like by your own? Iceberg came in. Yeah, that zone has been pretty bullish. 34 to 37. Even on the overnight trading, like every time the price went in that zone, 34 to 37, buyer just quickly came in. Every single time. Is the playbook like the same? What do you guys feel? Like do we break out more? Like go higher? Take out the highs by the close? Or do we actually trap the bulls? What's the feeling? Calling for 4411. Yeah, that dude has me blocked. I don't even know what he tweets now. I have no desire to log into my burner and see what he's saying. But yeah, like we're so close to the weekly lows, right? Weekly highs are still like 22 handles away, and we got rejected last night. And this is not able to hold 60-62, which is kind of the pivot area for today's session. Stalling right here at the opening range lows. See? So until like it starts to hold and tries to move back to yesterday's point of control, which would be 72, I would say it's a good chance that we sell off into the close. I don't know who wants to buy this stupid Nasdaq at 15,500 with these bond yields almost ready to rise. It's gonna sell off. Like Nasdaq, I believe has 15,100 coming. I don't know if it's next week or next month. Probably kill a lot of people by then, but I'd be pretty happy to sell Nasdaq here. But anyways, like whatever we think, market does the opposite. We gotta respect it and get the F out of there, right? Only greedy apes buying. Yeah, man, it's just like people. Like, do you think do the people buying here think they can sell higher or not? That's the whole game. That's it. Or they'll just squeeze people higher and then sell into them, right? Happened yesterday. Will it happen again? I doubt it. So yesterday's point of control, volume point of control for the ES is around 72. And for the overnight session, it's about 68. We are lower than that still. Almost on the high value area, high on the week still. So let's see if it'll be a good spot to fade if this actually has to come back and take out the lows tomorrow or today. We will see. Yeah, but corrections are healthy, right? The market just like hasn't corrected in a while. No 5% correction at all. No, none. I don't know if I will be able to ride this thing to 4,300. I don't know how it gets there, like this month, next month. It probably goes there. But that's the thing. Does it go from here? Or does it go from 4,600? We will see. Short 4,500. Yeah, that could work. 4,500 could work. You can see that. I don't know if this thing goes to 4470. If it can tank, then like this would be the spot to turn around. Otherwise, it'll be too far. Or we'll just get something like we got yesterday and then sell off tomorrow or next week. It's very difficult for the market to, drill that much down, come back up, and almost to the, opening range high, and then just like go back down again. That's what the Nasdaq will have to do here. Like, we'll see what that happens. But Nasdaq is wild, right? It does all sorts of things. Like if it turns around here, it's back into, the A period, the first 30-minute candle range, starts to sell off. We'll see where it goes. Yeah, but like whenever I have a bias like that and the market fucking goes against me, it like rallies and rallies and rallies and kills me. I don't know. I haven't traded micros in a while, and I don't think I have the tactical trade management for it. It's a lot different. Yeah, but today's like today was a very good day to trade. Like if you came in right here, we're looking at the 5-minute, right? So pre-market, you had a very good trade. If you didn't take the short, like I did, this was a phenomenal long, 55. This is like where we had like that no volume area, like breakout, like this zone right here. You can see nothing traded here. So this acted as support, single prints and everything, all that kind of stuff, right? This was a good long in the AM session. You got a good bounce. Where did it stop? Right where it settled. Then just like opened, tried to go down, didn't, and everybody got like stopped right in the middle of this breakout candle right here on the 5-minute, and then tried to take out the settlement, failed. And when it's coming back like that, like touching a settlement or a price or a resistance on the opening range, it comes back down to the view up to the 5-minute range low. That's it. That's your signal to short. Now we like had that back into the zone we had, like the bullish zone right there, got absorbed and came back above through the pivot. I don't know, man, why I didn't cut it. There's no need to carry this thing. We'll see. What's up, Jing Jang Jong? I'm good, Trade Brigade. How are you? You draw the opening range high, low, first 5-minute bar. Yeah, I mean, the software does it for me. You can do it by hand if your software doesn't have that study. I like to do that. A lot of volume comes in the opening 5 minutes, so it's a good way to catch trends. And usually like in the first 5-10 minutes is when the volume is the highest, and we know it's probably going to trend so many times. Like we have highs and the lows exactly on the open, and just market goes one way. Happened last 3-4 days, like we're selling off the open straight away. But yeah, it's all about execution, right? How do you execute it? It's not that easy to execute. It looks easy, but it's not. Rallying back up. The Nasdaq is going to 15,500 for sure. It's not done yet. Yes, trying to get right at the open. What's the opening print? 66, right there, thereabout. Yeah, watch that 5-minute bar and try to be on the right side of that. Yeah, man, eating a lot of meat right now. Like whenever I have like a couple of good trades, I go back to stupidity right back. Like 2 very good trades, I'll have like 1 stupid trade which I don't even like that much, and I'll have a drawdown from that. Like this hasn't had that drawdown, but if this keeps ripping on me, I'm gonna die. Last 1 hour to go. Big negative in the final. I don't have that big position on, man. Even if it goes either way, like I'm getting hurt right now, but even if it goes down, I don't think it goes down that much right now. Especially like it's breaking out again. That's pretty bad. I'm gonna exit my position. Fuck this. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do, it looks like. Pop above NQ highs from yesterday. And there's another high right next to it, right? So we will see what happens there. If they do decide to pop that. So all those highs are right there, like up to 560 on the NQ. And the other high we have is about 525. And the overnight high and the high from yesterday is 515. 515 and 520. Like the Bears have no balls. Like, come on. They're done. Like they're like 15 points away. Like anybody who wants to sell probably has moved to 44. 5 MES from 41. Yeah, man, you're eating pretty. That's even bad position from my trade. Yeah, that's what happens, right? It's when we lose sight of support and the resistance overall. Like even though market is trading there, that zone is still support until like it closes above and starts acting as resistance from above. But easier said than done. It's so hard to execute. And trading is all about execution, right? I mean, like planning and strategies are important, but in the end, it's about execution. How well do you do it? Bears dead now turned into. I don't know. We can't say like it looks like that. If you're over leveraged or you're short a lot of contracts from like, I don't know, 50, 55, 45, like 41, like J. It does feel like the end of the world here, but structurally, there's nothing that proves like the bulls are back in control. That'll happen above 83. And we could go there today. I mean, like 8 cents on crude oil trade. Just do a small scalp. Crude is wild. So is the Nasdaq. Even the S&P is having pretty good volatility now. 78.80 has been tested 3-4 times since last Friday. I think we break that wall test. Yeah. We have poked it like how many times this week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost like 5-6 times. We'll see. I would love for 43.80 to trade tomorrow. Like everybody's looking 100 points the other way. Like up, back to the weekly highs, but the market never does what I wanted to do, never. So I just have to protect myself. So we have a big order on 44.70. That dude's pretty much gonna get filled. We will see. Do they turn it here or not? If you look at the market, you'll be surprised how mechanical this thing is. Like NQ is just trying to get to yesterday's close. And then you'll probably get a nice scalp there. Usually, I mean, these are the small trades that people take. Sometimes they work, sometimes not, but like if you do them again and again with tight risk, they do work pretty well. Dexio, take a look at the weekly. Yeah. What's your view, Dexio, right here? Long or short or no trades? I met like new people here on the stream. That's pretty cool. Dexio is an old trader. Like he's been trading for almost 20 years now. So nice to have, different traders in the room with experience. Just a day of 1,000 cup and handles. Just squeezing higher and higher and higher since hitting the lows. Higher lows. Higher highs. Are you shorting this or what? Like if I had no position, probably I'll take a scalp or something. But like I don't know, like it's so close to 4480, like I'll just wait to initiate a position or see what happens there. I don't know. Like nobody does. What is the market trying to do? It's trying to screw shorts again. Where did you learn order flow? What does it look like? I have learned order flow. I don't know, man. Like just look at the structure. Like that's more important. Like a 30-minute chart or something. A weekly chart, a 30-minute chart. People underestimate them. People think like order flow is the thing that shows the way. It is not. Order flow is just gonna tell you like what's happening right now. If you're looking at a zone, that's all that it's gonna do. You don't even need to look at the order flow. You can just look at like a chart or any chart you look. Like if you watch that price long enough, you will develop experience for it, like how the price moves, the tempo and stuff. So that's gonna like tell you like if you know like where it's stalling and volumes building up, somebody is stopping the price. That's it. Like you cannot look at so many different things while you're trading. You can just it's instinctive, right? Buy sell, like what you want to do, buy sell, and then you're bullish. And you do have a plan. You have all your levels, but you don't need order flow to make sure like you don't need to look at a footprint chart to know how's the momentum like, how's the tempo like. It's even worse sometimes. You get trapped in some things like, I think this is seller, this is a buyer. You don't need that. Just look at price. How is it reacting? Is it stalling? Is it trending? Is it working? Like, does it have a lot of pace in it? After a lot of pace, has it stalled? Is it turning around? Just go by that. You don't need that. Like, great traders don't use order flow. There are few people like there's this Axia futures and stuff like that. People who do that, like that thing has importance if you're trading like I don't know, 1,000 contracts, 100 contracts. You're scalping for 3 ticks. Yeah, probably then order flow is useful to you. But if you're a guy who's looking to get I don't know 5-6 points, 10 points, just look at a daily chart, daily, a 4-hour. 5-minute, whatever suits you, right? Just see how price moves. That's all. Once you stare at it long enough, you'll know like where to get out and not. And the easier and simpler your process is, the easier it'll be to get in and out of the positions. What time frame do you look at the most? 30-minute. So I have a 30-minute market profile I look at, and then I have a range chart. I use a 10-tick range chart for E-mini S&Ps. So it prints like a bar. I'll just show you here. So this is the 5-minute right here. If I were to change this to X, this is what I use. So I get an element of time here from the 30-minute what's happening. And then I have right here a 10 tick chart, range chart. You see all these candles right here. So you can see the price action here. Like it's, look at this rip from the lows, 40, 44, 48, straight to 64. There wasn't any pullback, not even a 2.5, 2.5 handles pullback. It didn't pull back, it just stripped through. Didn't even back test, it's just going. Like again, the same thing which happened yesterday. Yeah, it's like a Renko chart, but the difference I think in the range chart is it shows you those wicks, right? Renko bar would not print until like the full range has moved. So it went down here. You see this wick, and it closed back up. So the entire range of this bar is 10 ticks. So you can see it tried to go lower, could not. Turned around and closed back higher. So that kind of gives you a little bit more information than the Renko. Yeah, there's no point playing short here. I'm dead. I've exited. I got 66. You don't have to take a trade. If you're long or short, you don't have to exactly flip, right? You can just like calm down and wait for another trade to come. Yeah, that's the thing that you know kills the most. So Nasdaq has gone above the settlement from yesterday, 500. It's gonna go through the highs. We'll see what happens. It's right at the point of control, so we could like fade from here for like few points. This Gamma gang is here again. Squeeze City. That's quite a rally, eh? Like people who missed the 50-day dip yesterday, they are here. Oh god. It's just flying. Right there, you see that rip? Oh god. Like straight from this opening range low consolidation to the opening range high. And the settlement and the park. Like there's no sign of turning. Shorts getting squeezed. It can be fair to say the momentum gang has won. Dip buyers need to be punished. I don't know, man. Like the people who are selling are like pretty much getting it pretty bad right now. We will see what happens. Maybe you just fade the room right here. Everybody was, we're trying talking about shorting and we are like up straight 10 handles. When you said 70 would be eaten, come on, Jingle, free points. Yeah. Like I just started streaming last week, right? And I can tell you it's a challenge streaming, talking, and managing position at the same time. It's not the same thing. Not at all. NQ has taken out the highs. Stops taken for the opening range sellers. Still hasn't gone to the overnight highs. Overnight highs. 83 is just intact right here. Like, they can do it. Another 8 points. Let's see what we get. Jingle stream, big green, not a coincidence. I don't know. Like last time I've streamed has been like down days. So we're gonna close. Still 45 minutes left. It almost looked like the world ended for bears like 5 minutes ago. Like with that rip, that is an insane rip. See right here, like we have two of these from 48 to 64, and then from 60 to almost 77. No red candles here. None. Wow. Elpiton actually provided quite a bit of alpha here with the spy calls coming in. Wow. Where are we going to close? Is it gonna take out 84? Or do we like sell off a little bit? The weekly VWAP is not weekly. I have like this 7-day rolling. 1 week's 44.57. You're quite a bit above that. People just coming like vultures to buy ES slots. Seems like they still haven't got enough. Everybody wants that ride to 4700 by the end of the year, right? Not gonna be that easy. But it's a pretty good environment to trade. Like this week, this was amazing opportunities. I've been up, down roller coaster, and like almost managed to get back even on the week. I screwed up big time, like day before, I believe. Yeah, one day was a big down day for me. But today was good. 44.74 with iceberg on through. We need some aggression here. Like if there is any way we are going to go back. Like real aggression. We haven't had that like since last Friday was the only time we actually got some kind of selling coming into the market where people were like, wow, there's sellers. Let's see what they got. Selling to sell or sell to buy lower? I believe this bullshit is enough right now. Probably need to go back a little bit. Above the weekly value area high, 44.70. Fade this bastard. Guys, we're trying to call for a sell, which probably means we are going to go back over the weekly highs pretty soon. I hope not. But I really want to have some kind of real, shit show into the close. Still 40 minutes left. It'll be amazing to just see this like sell, 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 sell. Lose like same like these green candles we have. Get like I don't know 10 of these red ones. That'll be epic. Like good traders are so patient, man. Like people who missed the opportunity to sell today. Look at where it got. Right back 76 and then sold again. It's a nice 6-7 point bleed. Like if you do it with size like 5-6 lots, 10 lots, that's a good trade. 44.85 is 20-day moving average. Yeah, and it's amazing. Like if you will look at the moving averages, how they coincide with the levels on the volume profile. Pretty apt. Like at 85, 83, like it's the weekly high, right? So it's very important level. Where does the panic set in for the longs? 60, 62, 65? Gaston is buy, buy, buy. It's been pretty accurate. Following the right people. Listening to them, not doing what they're doing, but just listening to them executing right. Where did you close your short, Gaston? Below 44.25 where I will die with 100 handles. Yeah, 50 definitely. Like 43.70 is definitely on the cards. Below 44.25. And even 43.30 and 43.05. 43.05 I think we do visit. I don't know when. How long it's gonna take. But it's a pretty good level to buy. Or to take profit on the shorts from. We will see if these people are happy with selling 44.80 per trip, 100 points lower. But they want to sell it from 4,500. We never went to 69, Alpiton. Bids right at 70. 44.45 is Gastonware closed it. That's a good trade, man. Something about the setup that we see. What do you want to know? 30-minute on the left, 5-minute 10-tick range on the right. So I have the opening 5-minute range high and lows marked. This is the point of control right there. Volume profile. VWAP on the day. Volume bars below. Pretty straightforward chart. That's what I use for the E-mini. That along with the 30-minute. So 30-minute, like this right here, like the outside bar up. Try to go back to the settlement. Failed. Wicks lower. Sell off pretty hard. Where do we actually stop? Right here. The pivot zone. You're not using the dome. I am. I mean, the thing is, I'm not able to stream that side because I'm using a 4K monitor on that, and my PC doesn't have enough power to stream the 4K resolution. So if I were to show you guys, that probably won't. It'll be all screwed up. But I do use the dome to execute. Can we get one trade right and get Jingle graphics card? Yeah, probably like I'll work on the stream like once I'll invest a little bit money in the stream later. This is kind of a raw project. We have like good, like it has been amazing actually. Like I just started streaming 1 week ago. There's almost like 1,000 subscribers with 8,000 views on like 5-6 videos. I'm pretty happy. Like thank you to all of you for coming down here, for tuning in to my streams and listening. I'll probably invest some more money in the stream and try to get like a better setup so I can show you guys other stuff too. We're right near 71, 72, like the point of control from yesterday. Now we'll see if that acts as support or resistance. Right now it's trying to go lower. Like it turns on a dime. Like, yeah, Sue Wang. I don't know, man. Yeah, I can share. Like if you DM me, I can probably like send it to you if you need it. It's pretty straightforward. I use a market profile, right? I don't think everybody here uses market profile, so I didn't choose to show that here. But it's the same thing as a 30-minute chart. There's no difference. It's just a little bit organization of the content is different, but that's about it. Just open a short at 44.72. looking for 59. Yeah, that'll, I mean, if this starts going down, like pretty sure we go lower back, or we just like go through 83. Like we have had a lot of trade in this week. It's probably time to make a decision whether we're going to break out to the upside. But like if this goes back to the downside, I'm not sure. Like if it'll get bid again. So I mean, if you do have a short here and we do start breaking 60, 62, you probably want to hold a little bit longer with stops at break even or something. Just consolidating after that big rip to the opening range high. It won't surprise anybody if it just turns around and takes another leg higher the way this has gone. What will be really satisfying is just breaking this opening range low, going back to 48. We haven't closed below 40, even 44.50, even for a day, have we? We closed one day right there on the 14th, 44.38. Yeah, next day we just went straight bid the F up. It'll be an awesome trap. We do actually get back below 60. What do you want to do? Yes. 30 minutes to go to the close. 70 is just buying, not letting price down. How long can this go? Markets keep knocking at 70. Bid keeps coming back in. Like this was like my reading on the market was so amazing. Like that day, like called for 44.25 to be the low, to be a buy zone. And that level, like we had like bought and held with a little bit of patience. That provided like almost like 50 points, right? Broken 70. You just need some initiative seller to come in and just like dump the bag, dump the truck here. Bid is backing off on the dome. So let's see where they want to go. 57 would be the weekly VWAP, and the daily VWAP is just close right there. Offers chasing down on the dome too. Let's see. That's some nice selling coming from the highs, right? Oh god, like these breakout buyers, they get screwed all the time. Like if you, but the thing is, they get out pretty quick as well, right? So if they bought the breakout over the highs, the continuation, as soon as it comes down, they cut it. $45 to $45.20 will gap upside. Yeah, it looks like that. That'll be a good spot where people actually sell it. We'll really know like how much FOMO bears have to sell it. Like if they do see the market below 4,300, below 4,400, do they think like couple percent of risk reward is good for them? They're front running essentially 4,500 gang and stuff. But that really works, right? We'll see. The momentum gang actually needs to be screwed pretty hard. Never happens though. Market's crazy. Like it's crazy batshit to the upside and crazy batshit to the downside. We haven't had crazy batshit to the downside in a while. Yeah, wick on the 30-minute right there. Wow. Looks like it's gonna go back and eat it, to be honest. We will see. Like if I was short, like from the high, that's a good trade to take profit. Right here. Lost like 600 bucks on that MES shenanigans. Bid is back on the dome. Let's see if we have another leg down. And this stops right here. Like whenever the 30-minute chart looks like this, you'll feel like these rejections right here. People sell it, it's going down, down, down. So many times I've seen this next candle just like obliterate it, go through it. We have like two similar like wicks on the 30-minute. It's called poor highs on the market profile. Like there were sellers here, sellers here. Probably not the long-term sellers, right? So the next period, the market just like takes them out. Yeah, it's a good place to trim the short. Chef Fowler. Trading the big lots. It's nice to have different traders right here with different opinions, right, of the market. I believe all of you guys are subscribed to this to the channel. If you're not, please do so. Helps out the channel. And do press the like button too. Thank you. How can you tell the bid is backing off? So there is this thing on the dome called pulling and stacking. So what it shows you is are the offers getting added to the depth of the market, or are they getting pulled? So in moves like that, we'll see like when it's like right now the bid is stacking, so they're adding it to the bid and the offers are just moving back and back and back. So that switches both way around. So that's pretty nice if you're a big scalper on big lots. That can help you. But like overall, if you just look at that, that's not really big information. Like an experienced trader can just see those kind of things on a chart. Like not this bidding and pulling, but like feeling the momentum. And that's all this is about, right? After you see a chart, see price action long enough, you develop a feel for it. Licked and subbed. Thank you. Biggie Pakawali. I hope I said that right. Stops came for 70 stops, now rips. Yeah, possible. Wouldn't bet against it. If you see the pullback on the NQ, like I don't have an NQ chart right here, but the pullback stopped right at yesterday's settlement. It's very mechanical. Like if you just use some kind of overlaying indicator, you don't see that stuff. Especially as a new trader, you have no clue what that is. And those things are so important. Like these opening ranges, the settlement, the opening price, and then the volume profile. That's all you need. I only trade with RSI. Yeah, to each his own, man. Like whatever you feel. Testing your 10-year screen time, no way, man. Same thing at 50. Yeah, I did that. I actually, when I was short at 55, that's where I took profit on some of my micros. When it went back to 54, I added like 3 or 4 more. That was pretty dumb. And especially on the third time, wow, that was super dumb. So I do these dumb things time to time. It's just about becoming aware of them in real time. That's the game. And if you do this over and over, like now, I become aware of certain things like trend days and stuff. I usually I would be like short or long a trend day in the opposite direction from the open like the entire fucking day. So those things, like just by being aware of that, looking at it again and again and not to do it, looking at what precedes a trend day, what kind of patterns are, you slowly start to execute it. So first you become aware of something, right? Your strategy or whatever it is in the market, the nuance you're looking at, and then slowly you improve the execution. It doesn't come like in one go. It just doesn't happen. The opening range low is 62. 62.75. So this would be a support if it comes down here. And if that thing breaks, like we could get a nice sell-off into the close. Another like back to 44.50 something. 44.50 being a rolling point of control for the last week. MACD, don't quit your job at McDonald's. You should have Cheeto on live. Probably I'll have him. He's a great guy to talk to. He's very helpful. Very helpful. Very rarely like I see in people. He's so approachable, you can just DM him, he'll talk to you. If you say I want to call you or something about it, and if he finds you're serious about it, he'll help you. Not many people who do that. That's pretty good to see. Yeah, this opening range stuff and everything I have on the chart, Cheeto gave me that, the 5-minute range, and it has been amazing. I don't execute it that well, but it's like so nice to see. If you're a scalper, it hits it right here, you short it, take your 2 handles, right? It hits the opening range high, you short it, take your handles with a break even stop. Small these strategies, nicks and ticks. And he trades big size, right? So 2 points for him on like 30 lots, 50 lots is a lot of money. But like if you are set directionally on a market, it just grinds you and grinds you until you give out, and then the same move happens that you were waiting for. Yeah, it happens, I don't know, a lot of the time. We're in mid-September right now, and all we have got is like what, 2.25% from the all-time highs. How weak is that in terms of selling? But we do have like great ranges to trade. Like it's back and forth, and big ranges too, like 30-40 point ranges. Sell off the open, and then we just like get like rallying to back to highs. What do you guys reckon where we close? Are we going to take out 44.83? It's going to close below 44.60. What's the consensus? Gaston says we rip. Zandev says 4460. I don't know, just rip enough to get everybody bullish and then tank, and dip just enough to get everybody bearish and then rip. This market is just amazing. The way it screws both sides. 4450, here's hoping, haha, really no clue. That would be nice, eh? Like, especially if you have a short position on. Can it happen? Less probability, but like it will be a hell of a trap. If this thing goes anything below 4460, like those momentum buyers, they're gonna start to fold very quickly. Because 4460 would be middle of nowhere, right? You've tried to take out the highs, you have failed, you come back in. You're almost near the weekly lows from last week. With like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attempts saving it. And you save a 7th time. Like, people don't take that chance, right? So let's see what people agree on here. Like, the daily chart on the S&P is a joke. Like, the number of times like we had the same dip before OPEX, 50-day moving average high and a buy, how mechanical it has been, it just makes you look so stupid, man. It's like if you're telling somebody what the hell you do for a living or whatever you're doing, you show them the chart and you say, that's a simple pattern, can't you just do that? And you're like, oh god, I'm so dumb. Last 30 minutes of the day before quad witching is consistently red. Wow. So what was the close from yesterday? Yesterday was 73 is the settlement. So it looks, so below 73 is a red day. And right now we are red. So let's see if that ceiling holds. We also have the 72 as the point of control from yesterday. So it has acted as resistance overnight session and right now. That settlement being 72. Let's see if we close green or red. Have a good day, Alpiton. Seems like you had a fine day, huh? Nice. Gonna settle at yesterday's close. Wouldn't that be something? Taking everybody for a ride and then... Okay, try again. Thanks for playing. There has been pretty good selling actually from that high. Let's see if the selling can hold. We can take out the slow. 67. I'm just gonna take a 5-minute break. Speaking since the stream, getting tired now. Just a 5-minute break. Okay. Still trying to break that 70 67. Broke like couple takes but came right back up. NQ traders. Starting the avalanche here. Yeah, just paused it and just went and logged into my bigger institutional account. It's like slam. 5,000 lots. 50,000 lots. Like how real the panic would be if like the close is below 4460 or 4455. One can only imagine. Like people looks like they're only comfortable at highs now. They can't take down days. Like that's the sentiment on Twitter. Whenever we have like a big down day, like people just go quiet. I would really like a NQ swing short here, which means like we are gonna take out the highs. 15,700. Yeah, we are like 2% of the highs. Yeah, it's been like a steady grind down, right? It's like every day these guys come in and they sell it. And these stupid market comes back up. So it's like they've kind of succeeded in training what they have has happened over the last year and a half, like buying every dip, and somebody just keeps selling into them. And so many days it has gone, like the index hasn't moved that much, but it's just like I believe the dip buyers are different people just accumulating this, just getting the bag right now, and somebody's consistently selling it. Like that was a big sign. Like if you guys watch, delta by price or something like that, like overnight sessions, we don't have that many sessions where somebody sells 5 6,000 lots icebergs orders, and like happens every other day. Doesn't happen. That thing happened at 4510. It happened at 4505. It happened at 4500. It happened at 4495. And every night it was like 4 5,000 lots. And you felt like, wow, somebody really wants to get out. The market still kept giving you a chance to sell it, sell it, sell it. I mean, like sometimes like good trades are you just like buy a location and you keep it for a while. That's what I don't do. Like on the first stream I did, I was short 4527. It's so hard to hold that thing. Like even though it's an amazing position to short, but it's just about realizing what your time frame is. If you're sad with your position, just come a day later and you'll probably be green. Yeah, like if you had like a bad short yesterday, today you probably got out or it even got green on you. So selling, people don't feel the sell is real. They think it's another dip. Oh god, like this thing goes below 60, people are gonna shout. Trying to rip back up. 10 minutes to go. It's strange nobody's selling NQ. That piece of shit belongs to 9,000. Maybe 7,000. 4465. I don't know, 4458 to 60 zone is pretty important. That's the pivot right here. This zone. Bulls don't want to lose it again. Tomorrow is going to be wild. We do. Korean Q belongs to the streets. Absolutely asked him. I'll be happy when Microsoft is back to $100. That's the first time I bought that shit. 105. Like $300 now. Cloud computing. Microsoft puts. Yeah, man. Like I'll buy like a $10 put, 10 strike on Microsoft. I used to love that shit. It was like the biggest stock in my portfolio. I kept averaging it like $100, 110, 120, 125, 140, and that thing kept mooning. And then pre-pandemic when like that shit hit 190 and sold off. That's the first time I knew what leverage is, what margin power is. And I levered up 2x on that thing and I got smoked in the pandemic. So that's why I hate it. I hate actually myself. It's not about Microsoft. That shit is at $300 right now. It would be pretty rich if I didn't use too much leverage. That's a story for another day. And yeah, plenty of fuck ups. There's just not one. Many. You see how bullish you got? Like when you got to this 4460 level? Right there, opening range high, you have +2 standard deviation. The market's coming from a -2 standard deviation on the VWAP. I mean, people shorted this and got screwed probably if they didn't take profit right here at 48. But like this second VWAP, like +2, like -2 to +2 in one day. Wow. That's a good short. But like the momentum, it's like the two rips right here. People are like, oh no, are you crazy? I don't want to short it. I don't want to short it. And now you're up big. The way this thing is going, like the theme of this video, will the Momo gang win? We'll find out tomorrow actually. Because things are back in the mix again. It's not that clear right now if we're going to go through 4,500. Things right in the balance. I remember the day I realized what day margin meant. Oh God. It's like I have this big number in my account. Like, what's it supposed to do? And you're like, oh God, I wish I never knew that. Yeah, leverage margin is the worst thing that you can do if you have no experience. $65 absorbing. First time OPEX week in 2021. SPY didn't touch 50 SMA. Interesting. I thought they were talking about the 50 MA, if that has touched or not. So 4465 is reloading quite a bit here. 3,000 contracts. Let's see if it holds and people get squeezed. I don't think so. Or like rarely happens what I think so. Broken through. If that Alpiton guy is here and we listen to him, we probably got smoked. He told us to buy 70. We're down like 6 handles. I think a number of times they've saved this market from selling off. Finally, when we do, it's going to be wild. Like 4,300 is what? 150 points from here. That's what, 3.5% move. We haven't had a 2% sell-off day in a while. The next 2% sell-off day will probably be a 3% sell-off day. That's what I think. How wild this stuff is, you're gonna have a pretty bad sell-off day. So NQ 15,500 to like 15,100 in one day can happen. Just be on the lookout. What I mean is, just don't be long if on a certain day we are below previous day's lows. Just don't try to catch the knife unless you know what level you're buying and why you're buying. I want to limit down so I can just be happy. Seriously, man, like, I don't know, like, how many people will be happy that way. I will be pretty like sad if we have a limit down day and I don't have a short position on. I'll kill myself. Probably will happen. Ammo, you can go to bed now, wake up tomorrow, and shots will be printing. Yeah, we actually do need, we need to explore prices lower. It's not healthy. Like, this market keeps absorbing everything. 44, 64, 65 buying the bag. Yeah, bitches. 44, 74 did that yesterday. It ended up so well for them. No, don't kill yourself. Yeah, it's just a metaphor, right? New all-time highs are coming. Sorry, not sorry. Omni trades. I agree with you. Like, we will have new all-time highs for sure. I don't know when and from where. I just think the risk reward from buying it from 43.05 is pretty nice for a new all-time high. I just think so. It's actually a pretty good sell. Right here. Right here. Momentum Gang is kind of thinking right now, and they bought it for 4,500 by the end of the day, and they're back where they bought it. Do they stick around? We'll see. Quite a bit of absorption into the close. 64.65. Do they lose it? Nice liquidation break. Or sell. Who knows? Just depends where we open tomorrow and how it trades in the first 30 minutes. You'll have any sort of idea about what actually happened. Closed out short. That's a great trade, Shep. That's a beautiful trade. 44.70 to 63. Momo Gang has the upper hand. Yeah, as long as we are above this zone, like the VWAP, 58 area, we can say they have the upper hand. I'm buying 44.59 here if it trades. Yeah, that could be a good place to go long. With small risk, right? But the thing I'm thinking is last week's lows are 44.52. If we go that close to the area, like many people, as soon as we go back above it, they'll set their stops below it. So market is always trying to go through these areas of liquidity where people set their stops. You'll see that at 4,500. You'll see that at like round numbers, 44.50, something like that. The market will usually like go back and forth a couple times to do it. Closing right here, 44.60, eh? That was it. No 44.83. Like, people do get like a lot emotional when something happens. Like, as soon as it got above 65, I told on the weekly, this is still on a downtrend. There's still no reason to get excited. We can still come back down, right? And we are closing back in the range. So now people are very cautious. Now it has gone up to the resistance area towards the highs and coming back in the middle. It's a very high chance we'll explore back the other side. And if we explore the other side, there's a very good chance we break it. And people don't want to find that out, especially if, like, professional guys who trade big money. They're like, okay, is this thing gonna break or go? So right in the middle. neutral day. I would say a little bit bearish because 4480 has kind of done its job. It has sold off. They have tried to explore lower, and dip buyers have bought again, but like we again sold off from the highs. So looks like we may go back again. Okay, guys, we are about to close the stream. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Hope you guys learned something. I don't know, like my charts are pretty simple. I'll try to show you more stuff. Like I haven't been able to set things up properly, but I hope like just the way I show you these ranges, the volume profile, the 5-minute opening range, you guys learned something to add into your trading. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. I'll pray for you, Freddy. Hopefully we wake up below 44.25. And we have like a Friday where Mustafa doesn't show up. And we are at 4,300 by noon. That will like, Twitter will be quiet, I can tell you for sure. Anyway, guys, take care. Have a good one.